High-performance computing, HPC, is the beating heart of the Highlander project. Over 6 million hours of computing have enabled, for example, an extension of Highlander's weather forecasting capabilities for 15 to 30 days ahead, achieving higher accuracy in those predictions. With an additional 8 million hours of supercomputing, a production of climate projections up to year 2050 was also possible. As a result of the processing carried out on the supercomputers, it was possible to produce data to help develop demonstration services, such as the 11 use cases created as part of this project. The use cases support strategic planning on long timescales, from 5 to 30 years ahead, but also real-time planning for sub-seasonal ranges, or for daily operational decision-making. Extreme weather events affect soil conditions, especially in areas particularly vulnerable to rainfall-induced erosion. The case study of soil erosion, for example, is based on a consolidated empirical model that generates projections regarding potential for soil erosion in rural areas due to intense rain events and land management considerations. The application of the model at national scale will allow us to identify the areas most at risk and to formulate strategies to reduce soil erosion through appropriate management of rural areas, which will include practices for using and protecting the land. The need for careful management of water resources is driven by increased climate variability, and this requires that decisions regarding water management and water distribution are supported by smart services that themselves provide useful information developed using the climate data. The identification of crops using satellite image analysis allows one to create an early crop map and, by using a water balance model, to assess and provide the necessary irrigation volumes over the study area. A climate service for the management of water resources is being developed. This service, fed with sub-seasonal weather forecasts, produces useful information for planning the distribution of water for irrigation purposes. The protection of forest resources and the prevention of forest fires are two fundamental activities to combat and mitigate the effects of climate change. There are already services and projects that aim to monitor, through the integration of data from proximal and remote sensors, the evolution of forest fires and the conditions that can trigger and promote them. The goal of the forest fires prediction use case is to set up and apply a model based on remote data, such as satellite images, and in situ data, such as ground sensors, IoT, and also incorporate medium-term meteorological predictions to provide a short-term forest fire risk analysis service. This model will support green areas and natural park management in safeguarding the forest resources of the area, whilst guaranteeing the safety of nearby human settlements. The case studies were carried out in different geographical areas in Italy, from the north to the south, including forested areas. Highlander use cases offer new possibilities for experimentation for various organisations, from public administration to the Civil Protection Force, from public and private bodies for land and water management, through to farmers and breeders and cereal producers and processors. The most advanced digital modelling technologies, the analysis of large data volumes, and supercomputing were all used in the development of Highlander's use cases. The downscaled climate projection and forecast data, together with the data and graphical products from the use cases, are all accessible via the Highlander portal. dds.highlander.cineca.it.